Hello, I'm the Braxman here with a Summoner's Glory video today. We are going to be talking about the best ways to earn character and phantom experience within the game. So with that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys consider giving this video a like and also comment the ways you prefer to farm experience both for your character and phantoms as well. And please consider giving this video a subscription so that you can see more content like this, and please consider hitting the bell so you can see when that content does come out. So with that, let's go and talk about it. So we are going to be talking about the Phantom Abode, Demon Fortress, warrants, instances, and just plain old training. So first off, we have the Phantom and Demon Fortress. So this is probably the best way to earn that phantom and character experience. The reason why I say that is you have multiple ways of doing it. You can go through the battle assistant, through the simulation. Well, it'll take time, but you're not constantly doing it for yourself. But you also have the manual capabilities of going to the activity and doing Phantom Abode and Demon Fortress all on your own. So if you go, typically the Phantom Abode is what you want to start off with early to mid game, and then Demon Fortress is a good to mid game to end game material. So if you're starting, which you probably are when watching this video, you're most likely wanting to use the Phantom Abode. So if you open it, there are 12 stages to go through. The higher you are, the more experience you can gain. So if you look at this stage 1, you're able to receive 30 phantom experience and 240 character experience, some essence of life, gold, and sometimes a few fragments to get more characters in the game. So with it, the more times you run it, the more experience you can gain, along with the other rewards. Well, I didn't mean to go all the way back out. Open up Phantom Abode, but if you go to where I am at currently, I'm not at the top yet, but I am getting there. So if you go here, you'll notice I get a lot more experience. So the further you are, the more you can progress, the more experience you can gain. Well, each of these runs costs you 5 vigor. So in the long run, you need to be able to save quite a bit to be able to do as many runs as this. So it isn't free, unlike hitting all the free mobs around the entire map. So it costs 5, and you can do it as fast or as slow as you need to be able to complete it. At the end of it, you'll be able to receive lots of that experience, all those runes, and a lot of rewards. This will help not just for phantom experience, but getting your characters up so that, or runes for your characters so that they can become strong and do more damage against other encounters. Then if we go back to the Demon Fortress that I was talking about, which is good from mid game to end game, you'll also be able to receive lots and lots of phantom experience. So let's go from the beginning. You'll get some, just like the stage 1 of the Phantom Abode, and some character experience. But if you go further up, you'll potentially get quite a lot, as the same amount as you might be able to get from the higher levels of Phantom Abode. But in this case, you'll be able to not necessarily receive any gold or essence of life, but you receive lots and lots of runes, some books, and some experienced phantoms, which will help you to level up your phantoms to the higher 120, whatever level you want to get them. They can help along with that. The runes help you get the substats that you are needing, such as HP, crit rate, crit damage, speed, anything as of like that. These are what they're meant for, and then the books are meant for getting more phantoms. So if you are going to be later on in game, you definitely want to hit this because it'll strengthen up those phantoms much more. So those are the best ways. If you go to the battle assistant, I've created a video earlier on about the battle assistant and why and best uses for it. I'll have the link up below, and I'll have the video tagged right here. But you can go to the Phantom Abode. You can go to wherever you are at in the story, and boom. For example, I'll hit this one. You can click on which story you want to do. So the higher you are, so a few of these I haven't completed a 3-star, but the higher you go, the more experience you can gain. And all you have to do is, for each one run will cost you 5 vigor and 5 minutes to complete. But right now I have 116 of 120. So I can hit max. I'll be able to do 23 attempts it'll cost this much vigor and this time to complete. At the end of it, you'll be able to receive all the phantom, all the character experience from it, which will be a lot. So if I did that, I'm going to cancel it. But when doing it, when you collect it, you want to pick which formation you are wanting to build. So for example, this is the formation I'm currently trying to build. So I'll make sure I'm using it. Then I'll collect the rewards, and boom, all that experience goes to that specific formation. If you have a formation that's entirely full, all that experience is wasted. So then the next part of the game that I was going to be talking about in regards to phantom and character experience is the warrants. Warrants can be found right here in the Kingdom of Ertos, specifically by the former sanctuary, right in the middle, smack dab in the middle. So with this is entirely free. You go up to Keto, you talk to her, and then you click warrant. You'll be able to get, you have a daily limit of 15 of these. All you have to do is they're completely free unless you are doing instances which cost the initial 20 vigor to enter the instance and complete it. But at the end of the objective that you complete, so I've already done this one, so I've hit 25 fire archers. So at the complete of hitting those, I come back to the task, collect it, then I'll say complete, and then I'll be able to receive some phantom experience. So if I go to the instance, actually, no, I'm not seeing any that give me phantom experience, but you can get some phantom experience or character experience from doing the mobs, going against them, or from here. You can also receive some gold and lots of other resources such as vigor, books, glory, and some gems as well, or diamonds, I mean. Those are all the different types of resources you can get. These are daily, so you definitely want to hit them every single time. They can give you lots and lots of resources, so very, very good. And not just meant for XP as well. The next part that I want to discuss is instances. So instances are the most costly way to be able to receive training or experience, because they cost quite a bit of vigor. So for example, if I go to the Crystal Forge, pull it up. So in order to enter one, it costs me 20 vigor. Well, if I'm doing warrants or phantom abode, it only costs 5 or nothing. If I go to instance, it costs me 20, but you have to be able to beat all these high level phantoms that you're going to go against. So you can do normal or hard difficulty. With it, you'll be able to get your phantom and character experience by beating the mobs inside, and at the completion, you'll also be able to receive some. And not just that, you'll be able to receive some gear, which can be very useful to leveling up your character. So if I go to backpack, you'll be able to see the few pieces I've received. I've got a few 5-star, I got a few 4 stars as well, both epic to uncommon and gold based. So I have all of those that can be better so that you can push higher in your story and or any other portions of content. So the best way to do that is be able to create a squad, which is right here, the top, well, middle left. You'll be able to click squad, go to your team instance, go to the instance you want, create squad. This is also a lot of fun to do. Be able to grab your guild mates or friend, bring them along, help you along with the instance. You'll be all able to create some or get some rewards, such as that experience and some good gear as well. Highly recommend, and it is a lot of fun to do that way as well. Oh, I'm not actually doing a run. Sorry, I'm leaving that. I was just doing that for example, and I wasn't expecting anybody to join. But yeah, that's a great way to be able to get some experience and gear, but it is quite costly, so be aware of that. The next to last thing I have to say is just flat out training. So for example, I have my Merlin. If I go to the evolution section, and then right here, you'll have the button upgrade. This allows you, if I click on it, boom, it'll show 100 level 138, which is where you're at, and at 138 or whatever level you're going to. So if I do, for example, I'm not going to feed anyone, but if I do this, let's get a few of these in. If I get enough of them in, boom. So I fed so many phantoms to go from level 138 to level 139. So with those, I have to use all those phantoms, which can be used to evolve my champions even further, which I'm not using, and it also costs a bit of gold. Gold is also used for rune upgrades and or evolving, so it is very costly to do evolving, so you want to spend as much towards that rather than training. So I don't necessarily recommend this practice, but it can be used, especially specifically when you need to really quickly get a few levels up, such as, you just, for example, in my case, I just barely got Secret Dancer. I had a full team up to 4 and 5. I just barely got her. So I fed a few phantoms to get her to 92, so that she would be somewhat level or equal to the rest of my team. Well, this was just to make it so that she had at least had a chance to survive within those battles. If I didn't, she would die, but it can be useful to just bring her enough so that she can pack a little punch and help the rest of your team. So that's the only example I would use, or possible scenario as to why I would use the champion training or phantom experience that way. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it. I stream every day, Summer's Glory and Raid Shadow Legends on Twitch. I highly recommend you guys coming on by. If you have any more questions or like to talk more about champion or gaining experience, come and join me on Twitch and or stream, and I'd love to see you guys there. I hope you all had a great time as much as I have, and I hope you all have a good time, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.